Hi, beautiful souls. Hi, Sib. How are you? Hi, everyone. How are you doing? It's November already. Have you guys had a good time for Halloween? Hi, Nicole. Hi, Starseeker. Hi, Peace. I'm good. Thank you. Looking so lively today. Thank you, Sib. Didn't have a good sleep. Hi, Jenna. October 29th, it's amazing. Oh, happy birthday, Peace. That's great. Hi, Pucky. I think it's been a long time I've seen you. How is everyone doing? I so love this time of the month, but also it's great to recharge and shift the energies. And only today I was thinking, like, what a best topic that we got when the energies are so light in a way that you can connect to the higher realms, and we just need to look after ourselves. Good at infusion board, so I'm online here. 2 more hours. Great. Hi, Monica. Welcome, everyone. Let me know what you're grateful for today. Anything that you did so far in the morning or even from yesterday. Did you guys have good time with your inner child? I know not everyone celebrates Halloween, but in case you are, or watching out the children running around dressed up in the costumes, you were a unicorn. Oh, lovely, Nicole. I love that. You're a true unicorn in real life too. You have got amazing energy. It's a skater. Wow, that's amazing. My cat is safe. I'm back with her after vacation. Oh, that's so nice. Lovely. I don't know what I dressed up as. I just put on a wig and then I put on a mask. That's it, like a carnival mask. My health waking up. That's great. Has anyone been dreaming intensely? I'm grateful life as I remember my loved ones have crossed over for Dia de los. Ah, that's great, Monica. Yes. Is it on November 2nd? I know the Old Souls Day is on November 2nd, which is tomorrow. Intense dreams. Yes, I took my son again for the first time last night. That's awesome. I'm sure you guys had a good fun. Made an altar. I've been having many nightmares and it's been very scary. All right. Okay. So good topic to be here, Horia. With the nightmares. Yes, what I've noticed myself is since last week, I know it will be the same even for this week, is the energies are slightly different. My dreams are very intense where I'm noticing very like every 90 minutes I'm into waking consciousness and I'm having a dream. So that is like 4 or 5 dreams. Yeah, at the time it's very intense, but when I'm waking up I'm only remembering a bit of it. I'm super tired when I'm waking up. Yeah, it's not giving a good sleep. But also I do know that dreams do release many of our insecurities, safeties, communications, and a lot of process does happen. So we need to watch out what is the cycle of it and what is the message there as well. Numbers first. All right. Okay. I didn't know about number first. Yeah. Been having dreams but are very vague and hard to remember once I wake up. Sometimes setting an intention, Jenna, will help us to remember, but also sometimes if you don't remember, that's fine. But some other day you will remember, like, deja vu moment, or I know this, and that's where your dream will be coming in reality. Hey, Bonnie, good to see you here. All right, so this topic is energy protection techniques, or how to protect our energies when the veil is thinner, or when we are going out and looking after other people, or as a caregivers, or as an employee, or as an entrepreneur. It doesn't matter what you're doing, in what sense of your life you are at. It's all needed for us, even if you're staying at home, because people are going to bring the energies to you through the letters, through the text messages, through the social media. So we are always being with the energy. So what we need to do is need to check, are the energies not great, like where you feel lethargic, tired, or in terms of like body cramps, muscle cramps is how I get it. Again, those discomforts of a nightmare, or you feel tummy upset, you just know it's not to do with the food or your own anxiety. So this is where the energies does affect us. And what we can do is, because it's energy, we can always think about moving, shifting those energies. We don't need to be stuck by it. There are many tools and techniques that we can implement in our lives, bring in, and use, and see which one works with us. I'm going to share a good few of them that I've been working on. I'm always learning about it, but also my main objective, as I always tell, is to be in the light. But the human energies of the terms of where someone is super anxiety, super stressed for no reason that I can think about, of course there are reasons for them, not for me, but they're trying to push those anxieties to others. Those things we can definitely control. Those things we can definitely shift them. And also I would love you guys to share what's working for you, so I'm also ready to learn and share with others. Maybe I wouldn't have covered it, but that is working for you super well. Please do share in the comments. So let's make it interactive one as well. Yeah, I don't understand what the message. My nightmares are about evil spirits that's trying to hurt me, and it's causing me anxiety. All right, Horaya, what you can do is ask Archangel Michael to protect you before you go to sleep, and totally trust in that process and go to bed. And what you can also do is, the other two things is, if you have mugwort, mugwort, it's a herb. You can do a smudge. I have seen, where was I over the weekend? Where was I? World Market. If you're in US, I have seen mugwort bundles in World Market as well, or you can get them in Etsy or any crystal shops maybe. So mugwort is a good one for taking away the nightmares, or you can drink the herbal tea as well. Again, you can get online, or if you have any herbalist around you, you can drink that, and that will help you to relax and calm and release those nightmares. Yeah. And smudging with Palo Santo, sage, or mugwort, I would highly recommend keeping that windows open. So do try that. Hey Alina, welcome. All right, okay, so first thing is to recognize those. I just want to share something that a couple of days ago I was talking to someone, and I was in a great mood. I just had a sound bath. I was so happy, so opened up, so relaxed state. And then I was speaking to someone, and afterwards I realized all of a sudden my body was aching. I thought maybe it's just food that I ate, or something could have triggered me, and I had a restless night. And the next morning I woke up and I was so cranky. I was not in a good place, as in terms not from my heart, but I was just reacting to things so differently that I would not normally do it at all, and afterwards I realized no, this is not working out. The kids are being affected, my family is not in a good place as I'm reacting to it. And I sat down asking Archangel Michael to protect me and release any of the negative energies, and then it dropped into my head. It was a person's energy that I was carrying in that I didn't even think about it, that affected. It's been a while that kind of heavy energies that have attacked or affected me in a long term. And afterwards, literally after 10 minutes of sitting in silence, praying, meditating on it, and I went back, I called my children, my family, my husband, I said like, oh my god, I'm feeling better, I'm just normal now. They can say my tone has changed, the way I was speaking has changed and everything, and they all three of them knew something was wrong, something was not my own one. They realized and they gave that space. So sometimes when you feel that shift in the energies all of a sudden, and you know there is nothing that was triggering you emotionally, take some time, ask yourself what is that's bothering, and ask Archangel Michael to protect you, shield you, and release any stuck energies that are with you, and let him do the work. Trust in the process. If you are not into angels, maybe you pray to the higher guides, anyone that you pray to, the source itself, to the white light itself, something beyond that we believe in. Do you pray? Do you ask the energy to shift for you? You will notice a big change. And afterwards, I was just so grounded, and it was normal, like, again, nothing else impacted, like we all could like trace back to what it was. Yeah. How can you recognize about a bad thought between an intuitive one? Bad thoughts are always coming from a fear-based one, where you feel like a discomfort in your body, that you don't feel safe, and you feel so much agitated as well. But intuitive one is a good one, and also subtle. It's coming from a good place. You feel like your heart expansion, and your body will tell about like which is a bad thought, which is an intuitive one. If you have a bad thought, what I have noticed over the time is speaking out loud that I'm having this bad thought and I'm not happy about it, like, either to your loved one if you can, or just in your own space, speaking out loud, or writing it down, and just burning the paper in a safe place. I have noticed the bad thought, bad vibe has released. Bad vibes is generally your tummy will tell you like discomfort of it, like, as said, like, mine was body cramps, muscle cramps is how I know something is a bad energies and discomfort sitting in. It's once that I tried by a spook, shared like, I'm not feeling comfortable about one of my child, and said like to my husband, hey, this is not good, I'm not feeling comfortable, but this thought is coming up, like as if she is going to be in trouble, or something not is good is going to happen. And I spoke to him and I said, there is no reason I need to be worried about, but this thought is not getting away. And once I spoke to him, I realized that energy has dismantled, it's out of my system, and then I turned it into blessings and a prayer for her, and again that thought never came. In any time I do get those, now I realize, which rarely happens, is to speak out is a trick that's working. So give it a try, guys. Yeah, not exactly sure how to word this. However, if everything happens for our own good, why do we need any protection at all? That is interesting. Like, anything that happens for your good, like, of course, think about rain is good for us. Why do you need an umbrella? Why do you need a protection? Of course, you don't want to get wet, right? You don't want to your party wear to be all ruined and get wet, or if you had a good hair day, you don't want it to be messed up. And that's where we need our protection. And when you are an empathic person, when you are a sensitive person, think about like, these negative energies, if you are not going to take care of yourself, you're only going to get sucked into it, and you're not going to shine your light. We are going to go behind the tunnel, not into coming out of the tunnel. Yeah. And that is where we need these protections. We need to cleanse the energies, and we need to protect ourselves so we can be caretakers. Just like, as you go into if you have ever been into the doctor's operations table, you see everyone wearing these gowns which are sterilized, right? Of course, they can't allow anyone without those gowns. And that is a safety. They're not going to bring those extra germs into us when they are going to do an open surgery for us, right? And this is how They are protected and they're protecting us as well. And so do take care of that side. Think about from that angle and see what comes in place here. All right. Okay. I really wish everything goes well for you, Sip, and you heal faster and recover. That's interesting, right? Protecting energies, like, so this is what happened in the weekend. So I took some time, but generally, if I feel now that I'm seeing in-person clients, I do notice a lot of people are bringing anxieties. And now when I'm speaking to my clients, they do tell me that it's not even their energies. They're not feeling comfortable with this extra baggage that they're carrying in. So that negative energy is like extra baggage around your shoulder or your weaker part of your body. Some people, it could be the upper shoulders or the lower back, or it could be in their legs as well. And when that happens, that anxiety that's around us, like coming after the pandemic, how to react to the situations, because everyone is having a struggle or a story behind it. Lost a loved one, or haven't met their loved ones. There are many things that are happening that we may not be even aware of it because it hasn't come into us. But when it's been out, that energy is there. And when you are to be an empath light worker, you are just taking it to yourself, like, hey, I'm here to help everyone, but have you got a shield to look after yourself? So for the shield itself, like, some of the crystals that I absolutely love having in my therapy place and using with myself or with clients is smoky quartz. Smoky quartz is a great crystal to attract any negative vibes. You can just have it as a pendant, or you can carry it in your pockets or leave it in your altar or by your bedside, that you'll see that energy is being drained, taken off from you, and you feel more fresh. Or just hold it in your palms and meditate with it. You will feel a lot more stronger, more grounded as well. And one thing is important that I've noticed is, like, so much of energies, it's always important to cleanse and then meditate, because when you're opening up a beautiful portals, downloads, you make sure you are in a good place, like, rather than opening up and then noticing like, oh, I opened up myself too wide and so much is happening, I don't even understand it. Yeah, we could be sometimes lightheaded and lost in the world. So definitely smoky quartz is a great one. And this is another crystal, which is hematite. And this any crystal that is black in color is great for protection and grounding as well. Protection comes the grounding, so which is most important thing. Citrine, my absolute favorite one. I did place in my early days near the windowsill, so it has faded the color, but citrine is a great crystal to hold and release any negative energies. Yeah. And selenite is a good crystal too. This is other white crystal, which is great. You get in the lamps, you get selenite wands or anything. Check out, these are great. Again, these are called also known for self-cleansing, so you don't need to worry about like, hey, are my crystals cleansed again? Do I need to run underwater? Don't ever do this for the selenite crystal, because it's going to melt away. It doesn't need anything. Or as I know my friend does is, she has a selenite crystal, a taller one, and she leaves her crystal jewelry on it, and it does bring the healing, and it cleanses all her ornaments as well, so you can use it. Yeah, I do have some posts on my Instagram on the crystals for cleansing and everything, so if you need more details, definitely you can hop on there. How do you spell the first crystal? Spell, I don't do the spells, but I all ask is like, I speak to my crystals. I say, crystals, please cleanse the energies in the room after my client leaves, or before I go and meet my family, cleanse my energies, and I just hold and ground myself and feel the energies just dropping into my body. And if anyone is energy healer, you have that buzzing as well after you see people, so you can just bring that energies down and into more being grounded, because being the third dimension is as well so important for us as we go on to the other dimensions. So make sure you have these crystals. Again, I also believe that we don't need to always have physical crystals. You can even imagine the crystal energy, and you can draw that energy into your realm. Say for example, I don't have the selenite crystal, but I can imagine I'm holding a selenite crystal in my palms. Say, selenite energy, please hold me, ground me right now. So again, that helps in being helping us to be more grounded here. And crystals are great because they're everywhere. As long as you're connected to the Mother Earth, that's fantastic. For the connection, make sure you're bare feet. That way you don't have those rubber soles that are stopping you the process from being connected. Yeah. Again, you can do this in middle of a Costco run, or in middle of a get together, or you can do this in a crowded place as well, where you all of a sudden feel vulnerable, being attacked with the energies. You can immediately do that process of thinking that crystal that you're holding, even though you don't physically have it, and just for a moment bring the attention to yourself and do this. You don't even need to close your eyes or anything. Nobody needs to know what you're doing with you in your mind. Yeah, that's the most important thing. Of course, I do call in if I am in between, and then realize, oh, I need extra shield. Archangel Michael, please come by my side and shield me and protect me. I do that. Or white light protection. White light is the strongest light. Of course, it is as an artist, I see as a white canvas, you can fill in all the colors. It's coming from beyond the cosmic that we know of, and in that purest form, it's protecting us. Yeah, think about white light is like your spotlight, and it's protecting all around you, and that way you are stronger. Usually I love to do first thing in the morning, waking up, doing my gratitude, feet on the ground, and thinking of my intentions for day, and then think about the white light being protected for me and the family and everyone that is going out, and being in the home, looking after ourselves energetically, having that white light around us. It gives you security. Now, if you don't believe in, try as a placebo effect, fake it until you see the changes, and you're not going to lose anything by trying it out as well, right? So do that, and you will see there is a shift, there is an energy change, that you're going to feel more lively, more lighter moods, more of a shift. Like this last night, I didn't have a good night of a sleep, so first thing in the morning when I did it, I was at least I don't drink coffee anymore, so I was at least being able to speak to my family, children, and everything. I wasn't cranky. Definitely that white light shifts our energies and makes us more be grounded and allow us to be in that space. Yeah. And also, the energies makes us feel exhausted, sometimes sick as well. Not all the sicknesses have a name identified in the medical world. Sometimes it could be the energy drains, there could be a person right with you who is choosing to be sad, who is choosing to be in their own story. They don't want to see the light. I'm sure we all have such people in our lives, family member or a friend, who chooses to create their own dramas and not coming out of it, no matter how much you say or share anything. And for that, always make sure you are not being consumed by their dramas, but stay out of it, just respect and have those energetic boundaries, so you are being protected. Because think about, there is a light with you. It's not to dim it but to shine it brighter. Yeah, as you keep your light stronger, brighter, I always see as an Olympic torch light. And so the people around you who chose the other way around, they are going to come back and feel better around you as well. You are changing them or for their highest good by doing what's right for you. That's the most important thing. And sometimes it's a very thin layer that we do forget or we miss, and we get into their stories, into their dramas as well. Let me ask you a question. Do you know anyone who talks about like what has happened 30 years ago, 20 years ago? Everyone has moved on except this person. And sometimes it could be about someone saying something or they thought about what has happened. And now with these thoughts, it's only a thought at this stage, because everything has shifted. There is no more people, sometimes no physical people as well there, like, so again, do watch out how you are being consumed, whom are you giving time for as well, like, are we worthily spending our time in a good things or something that are just exhausting us? And then we come back and we realize, oh my god, I don't have time for myself, or I don't have time for my own goals. So this is where those protections are needed as well. Yeah, how are you guys doing so far? You getting that? How do you know you're adequately protected? I facilitated a retreat for women at the beginning of October. I prayed for protection before and prayed for release after. It was an amazing day. And yet the day after, I was drained and just kept sinking deeper, feeling the light 3 days ago. I feel like I needed extra protection, not sure how to do this. That's a great question, Zawadi. I hope I said the name right. Like what happened on Friday, I do protect every day, but it just happened the person's energy was even way beyond stronger than what my protection was. And also me having that sound healing in the morning was kept me in the zen of things, like, and I had to go through that experience to understand, like, how else can I transmute back, how else it's like coming into the reality of it sometimes, and also shifting it, like, talking all these things, yet some days I definitely need something new, and surrendering to that learning space is important as well. And asking ourselves the question, what have I missed? How else can I protect myself? What is this space teaching me right now? And that is the most important thing as well, like, and need not be the case that it's always the energies. It could be a new routine or a new rhythm we are doing that we could be exhausted. Say for example, like when I started doing Reiki, my friends, my husband were super cautious that is it the energies, like, oh no, are you bringing any heavy energies to the home, is it going to be affecting your health, is what his concern was at the time. But when I said it's a life force energy, Reiki has no side effects and everything, but I was exhausted, I was tired, but also tired from after doing my day job. I used to do the Reiki work and then come home, so it was a long day. That is where I was tired from. So knowing where that exhaustion, the tiredness is coming from, that's more important as well. And also when you look at our the space that we hold, protect it before and after, and if it still affects. And also what I do is, if it's a long day with energy work, I try to have a salt bath, definitely, no matter how tired I am. But also recently cheat sheet is doing a salt scrub. That's also, if I feel too tired, salt scrub is great as well. I did notice that's shifting the energy, so doing something is amazing as well. Yeah, hope that helps you. But glad you did go into that recovery of taking care of yourself, that's the most important thing. And surrounding, and 20 people in person is, it's a heavy load right now, is what I can say. Because everyone is coming from a different space and everyone wants it. So it's like, before, say for example, between 1 to 10, we could have been like, as a energy workers, even if you were maintaining 7, it was easier to hold the space for others. But now definitely we need to be at 8 and 9 to be holding the space for others. Like, it's like we need to rise above what we are welcoming into. But your work will speak that, and I'm sure they had a great time. They didn't notice any of it, but it is you as a conductor, like you're taking care, you're energizing yourself. What other thing is like, I don't know what the weather is for you there. After such workshops, lying on the ground and imagine the earth wrapping you around, that's beautiful again. Like, it's just amazing how grounded you feel and how energized you'll feel afterwards. Yeah, it's just a visualization, lying on the grass. In case you can't do it outside, you can do it in the house, and imagine you're on the grass and the roots are gently wrapping you around. I think a couple of months ago, what happened, one of the workshops, I'm just going to drink some water, sorry, I didn't get my tea today. Recently, I was doing a workshop, I think 2 months or 3 months ago, back to back in the 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. By Sunday, I was totally exhausted and I was feeling zazzed up, and I tried, believe me, I tried everything that I shared with you or going to share with you, and yet I didn't feel comfortable. Then I asked Archangel Metatron, what else can I do here? And then he said, put a cold pack, frozen peas, cold pack. I said, you silly, like this is not real. Like, this can't be like, as simple as that. I tried all the other things and said like, no, try that. And so I did go get a cold pack. I laid on the couch for 15 minutes, and after that I was totally back in my energies. So again, like, asking our higher guides, they will fill us with new ideas, new techniques as well. There are so many techniques that, that our ancestors have, that we can still communicate from the other side and get those information. So try, guys, the next time you feel that, cold pack on your crown chakra, because this is the portal where it opens up into your soul star chakra, especially if you're conducting some energy works or anything, or a big presentation. So you are just gently closing them to the appropriate level, and all the energy is coming back to yourself. Yeah, you have been earthing every day. That's amazing. Lovely. Yeah, connecting into the Mother Earth is the most important thing. Yeah. Month of a recovery, definitely it's not ideal, definitely. So do definitely check in with yourself. Sit in with the meditation and ask yourself, what was your lesson there, and what are the things that you can do to your higher self. Definitely you'll get something beyond that you may not have thought about, like, or something that would have missed. Or it could be sometimes the person like social butterfly, they'll be there as well, taking away all the energies of everyone else as well. So making sure that is a safe space, that's the most important thing. Yeah, the thing that ended up shifting a lot of energy in the end was dance, meditation, and sacred movement on Friday night. I was a different person on Saturday. It was my lesson. Absolutely, yeah, I do agree. Dance, stretches does help. Like, I think 3 weeks ago, after a long day, and I just felt inner vibe coming in and saying, hey, you need to do some stretches. I'm not a person who would do yoga without a class. So my little girl does, she's 12. So I asked her, hey, let's go and do some yoga. So we did some yoga, and after like 15 minutes, felt so refreshing again. Like, I know I won't be carrying the energies if I have a good night of a sleep. So it was a most relaxing night again, like, so stretches, shift the energies. Shaking, now that we are talking about it, shake the energies of your hands, your body, just by shaking, like, as you have dust. Think about it, from head to toe, front and back, to your legs and to the bottom of your legs, your feet. So that way you are taking any excess energies that we are just generally carrying in. The other thing is dry brushing. Dry brushing is a great technique to shift the energies, but also it does a good thing on your skin. Any dead skin cells that are going to be removed as well. So that also helps again to check in. There is one of the teachers that I follow on Hay House. She was showing this a couple of months ago. How to calm ourselves, how to protect ourselves, how to bring our energies back to our focus once we are all over the place. Like, she showed this technique that I'm going to share with you guys now that we are talking, is drawing number 8 over your eyes. So holding your fingers, you can do this with me and see how you're feeling. Like, relax your body and just breathing in and out. Again, by the touch is ideal. If you can't touch your face, if you have glasses, you can take them off. And drawing number 8. And you will notice my voice will be going down, slowing down. And this is again, what happens is when the energy is so high, we've been with heavy load, you need to bring yourself back and also calm yourself back. So this is a great one. Anyone trying with me? I wish I can see you guys. Just for a few seconds, even you will notice a shift in the energies that you are in. Your heart center feels more calmer. Your crown chakra feels more better. Like, as you can listen, you can be back into your body, and simple as that. So that is again, you can do it anywhere you are, as long as you're not driving. It's not safe, that's it, like lightheadedness and everything, but otherwise you can do it anytime. Simple things, right? And sometimes we don't believe simple things are the best. We don't need to too complicate ourselves as well. Like, yeah, one of the things that I always love to carry to the unknown places on my trips and everything is Archangel Michael Aura Soma room spray. I know there are many of the other people who do room sprays, energetic room sprays, or energy sprays. So do check which feels good for you, good vibes for you. I love this. I've been using this for over good few years, and all you need to do is shake it up and ask Archangel Michael to protect you and spray around left, right, crown and back, just like a perfume, and beautiful fragrance. Every time I have used it on me or my children, my husband, when we know we are going to go into crowds, we do this before leaving the house. When we come back, and it was amazing. It just brought ourselves back as ourselves, not extra baggages from that place. Yeah, so this is called Aura Soma is the brand. I think you get it in US as well. I usually used to get it in UK. Archangel Michael, in case you want to take a screenshot. So definitely it's worth looking into these kind of things, but again, something that you have to feel a good vibe about it. You need to like the fragrance as well. It doesn't need to trigger your own other breathing issues or anything. So do watch out here. And some of the things that I love about energy protection is Palo Santo stick, smudging. If you feel restless, again, not feeling great, Palo Santo, or the sage as well. Sage, I feel it's too intense. I don't use it on a regular basis. Sometimes eucalyptus as well, but Palo Santo is something that I frequently use. I love the smell. It's subtle and it's not too strong. Smudging your whole aura from left to right, top to bottom, again covers you and cleanses any heavy energies. Yeah, so you just light little up and just go over your body and breathe all that in, and bottom to top, top to bottom, left, right. I do this part of my Reiki sessions with my clients as well, because I really want them to go lighter feeling and release any energies that they don't need it, right? So it helps them. Do watch out if you have pets or young children. Maybe they could be sensitive to those smells as well. Maggie, hope you got the name of it. Hi Ashley, good, thank you. For highly sensitive, do you recommend daily use of Palo Santo even if not engaging with other people? Strengthen your energy over time. Yes, definitely. I use it every single day, even if I'm with the clients or not. Even like, the interaction that's happening on the social media, everywhere we are with it. Yeah. Palo Santo, sage, eucalyptus. Mugwort is good for your bedroom, or if you're having nightmares, mugwort is good. Yeah. Lavender I never tried, Christine. I tried rosemary, it was good. Bay leaf is good as well. Bay leaves, we used to have a tree, so it was easier to get them. And some people use the pine leaves as well. Again, I haven't tried. I might try sometime. Just sprayed with rose water after getting out of the shower. What kind of spray did you recommend? The one that I use is Archangel Michael spray. If you look up on their website, you can find different sprays. Yeah, whichever you feel guided to, you can use it. I also use quintessence, the same Aura Soma. This one is the Christ. So before every healing session, I just tap a little bit on my wrist and smudge all around my body, and yeah, use the essence of it. Cut off the plant to dry and it's great. I know a lot of people are now engaging in growing their own herbs as well, which is good, and they can dry them in their own homes. You know where it is coming from. It's a great thing, yeah, rather than not knowing where your sources are. Ethically, that's other thing, like with the sage as well. Like, yeah, sage you can grow and you don't need to do a bundle all the time. You can just take a little leaf and use it. Same with eucalyptus as well. Again, Palo Santo as well. Know where your sources are, and thank the Mother Earth for giving us these amazing tools. And these are being used for centuries, like even by the natives, and also in most of the parts of the world as well, right? That's not something right now that we use it. Yeah. Connecting with the nature, definitely. Mother Earth dismantles any energies. And one thing that most important thing is try, even if you're a skeptic. I'm a skeptic to all these things, but also I'm open, like, hey, let's see if this is going to work or not. Let's see what am I going to notice afterwards, like so that's a good way to check out. Yeah, rather than, hey, I know it won't work, and you're going to use it. Of course it's not going to work. And being open-minded, trusting it may work, it may not work, but be open to what you're going to notice is the most important thing. Yeah, so do watch for that. Having a sacred altars is good around your home as well, to have these energetic protection shields, like portals being there around your home. So I do nearly now in each of the rooms as well a little candle, a divine statue. It could be in some oracle cards or some crystals around. So that is me being in that particular place, being energetically protected as well. So I'm in that ray of light, so that reminds me I'm being protected. And also sometimes we need a reminder, like we have the higher beings, it's just not us. We need to be doing this crazy work by ourselves, but we can invoke the higher realms. Yeah, so definitely when they are there, tap into their realms, tap into and ask them. Other thing is saying tapping is great to release the energy protection. EFT, it's also called as, so I do the tapping if I feel overwhelmed, or like, some fear somebody would have induced into me, even though that's not my fear, and I can release it. Like, it comes back. Like, we do a lot of mirror work from people. Sometimes our own things do come up. This is where we are releasing it. Yeah, tapping is a great source. There are lots of, I know in the afternoons generally there will be Insighttimer teachers that come up and talk about the tapping. Yeah, so it's a good one to try out. Hugging a tree. Has anyone done hugging a tree? But also to ask the tree, can I hug you? And if you feel yes, good vibe about it, go and hug the tree, and then you'll notice you are more grounded, less overwhelmed, and you're more connected to the nature. You're just in the presence, and in that moment there is nothing to be afraid of, nothing to be of a discomfort, nothing to be like, hey, I'm not in a good vibe or anything. So that's a good one. Yeah, hug a tree. If you can't, if you're not nearby, or if you're in city, and you can imagine doing it from a tree that you can imagine, or from your travel it could be, or from like, a picture that you would have seen. Ask, can I hug you? And hug. Yes, asking is really good, like giving a permission. I've noticed some trees don't like to be touched or hugged, like, oh no, touch me not, like, not that touch me not plant, but like, they're not comfortable, like us, like, they are also shy. They are there for different reasons, for different sources as well. So it's good to get their permission. You will feel it. You will feel the heart connection from each tree as well. And some trees are not for us, some trees are for us. Say for example, I have my favorite tree, but you won't feel any connected to my favorite tree. You might feel connected to some other tree that I may not even feel connection to it. So it's so important to check in. Yeah. I felt kind of like, rejection, not rejection as a harsh word, but I felt like, no, don't come near me. Like, it wasn't welcoming energy. It's an inner knowing or an intuition feeling that you'll have for the tree. And I was in this place first time when I was doing this with the trees, is going around and seeing which was calling out. Like, there was this beautiful tree that was calling out. But then when I went closer, like, no, stay away, like 2 feet, like, But when I took the picture of it, I asked my friend to take a picture of it, and then I saw beautiful violet flame coming down from the source over the tree. Like, it was such a sacred thing. It didn't want to be touched. Like, it wanted to be in that safe portal of protection. Again, like, it might be doing some other work for other realms of being as well. So we don't want to go and interfere with that energies. Say for example, we are not for everyone, so as everyone is not for us, the same applies to the nature. And that's what I got to know and learn about it. Yeah. But it's a good one. It's like you are also increasing your intuition by communicating with the nature. Yeah. Crystal grids. If you guys are into crystals, you can do a crystal grid where you are placing some crystals that you're drawn by, and that again is setting an intention. This is protecting me for the whole week, especially at the new moon or full moon or something sacred times. Like, you are speaking about your intentions, your realms being opened, and you're communicating. So maybe it's even advisable today to do a crystal grid if you're drawn to. If you don't have the crystals, you can pick up some pebbles as well, or little stones. You can use it, right? I use different crystals to whatever I have for so many years. I use the rose quartz, clear quartz, amethyst, so many different varieties. Again, like whatever I'll be drawn to, I'll be working more from my intuition. So I don't know what we should, what I shouldn't. I just follow my intuition and I feel peace with it. Yeah. And when you do that, now the reason I'm saying over this next 2 days is because the veils are thinner. If you want to communicate to your ancestors, if you want to communicate to your spirit guides, now is the time, like, the best time. As you're meditating, you may notice that, hey, I can sense, I can feel them talking to me, or I see more downloads coming in. And that way you are just bringing in. So set an intention and get it. Sandalwood are well protected in India. Is it fine to buy sandalwood? And yes, sandalwood, I know there is so much of ethics about it, like, so in case you're going to buy it, always bless for it, because in case you don't know where the source of it is coming from, have they cut it down for good reasons, or what are they doing with it, like, is it for the money as well? So ask for forgiveness to whatever you're having, like say with the Palo Santo, I would be doing the same. Forgive me for having this wherever it is coming from, but thank you for being here, and let's use for the highest good, like, because if I'm not going to go use it, I have it, it's going to go wasted. So let's use it, but also speak and forgive, ask for forgiveness. Yeah. How are you guys feeling? Do you mean this time of the year is good to communicate with our ancestors? Is it possible during meditation? Absolutely. It's so the veil is thinner is what the logic is about. Like, if anyone is trying to do a channeling or hear to the intuitive messages, the last week and this week is the best times for it. The spirits who have left from this realm are closer to us. Now you can hear them, or they can communicate to us much easily. And this is where you'll be generally using the space to communicate to your ancestors, saying like, hey, how are you doing, or can you help me on my path, like, what is your guidance? If you were going to be here, how can I go forward in my life, or is this a good thing for me, or share more about who you are. And that is where we are connecting to our ancestors. Sometimes knowing about them is so important. It's getting a blessings from them. Yeah. Why is this the best time? I don't know typically, but this is where in Ireland we would be celebrating Samhain. The veil is thinner, where the spirits leave and they come back, like, it's like they're coming back to check on us, the energies of us, and they are ready to share. Maybe I'm wrong. If anyone is there from Ireland, you can share more details there. But that is the logic I was told. Like, in India, we do have, as per the Hindu customs, we do have a different dates as well, where you pray for the ancestors. There is a particular date dedicated. Again, I don't know how they have come up with those dates and what is the behind it. I tried a couple of times over these 2 weeks and it always worked. Like, it was amazing, the energies, how lighter it was, and how the psychic or the mediumship was more stronger as well. Yeah, but try yourself as well, see how you. Saying that, like, I don't have many ancestors that I was connected to, even from the earth realm, that, like, I would be. But what I found was more spirit guides were coming in, more of, like, other masters, teachers were coming up and sharing their knowledge and space with me. That was more impactful for me, like, but if you are very close to your grandparents or great grandparents, you have met them, so you can use that as well. Yeah, exactly, worth a try, definitely. Yeah. About 1111 portal, I see it as a number one and opening up portal for the new beginnings. Like, 9 is a closing portal, 1 is a opening portal. I use it as like a sign and a symbol of anything that I'm manifesting to open up. Yeah, like do a little ritual around it with your crystals, it could be, or with a meditation, it could be, or just sitting and praying, and you're saying whatever you're manifesting, get you some ideas, get it faster or move it faster to receive it. And say for example, you are to manifest like traveling, but you have a fear of traveling, getting onto the flights, so you can ask in that portal space opening up, this is what my real goal is now for the next coming months, but also I want to do it sooner, and release the fear of the flying, and that way you're getting quicker to your manifesting. Thank you so much, Shavadi. Glad it's helpful. What mantra do you recommend? Gratitude to our ancestors. What mantra? I generally use Gayatri mantra to open up the portal with the ancestors, but there is also, I know in the Hindu Sanskrit mantras, there is a mantra for the ancestors. I'm going to put it up in the circle. I just need to recollect. My brain is frozen. I'll put it up there, Elena. Right. But do you even before even I say that the veil is thinnest, do you guys feel that? And that was my opening statement in case someone wasn't there, is did you notice your dreams? Did you notice communications happening? And that is the thing about like the veils being thinner, and I think it is to do with the Halloween as well. The real focus of the Halloween, not the costumes, not the pumpkins, but it goes back into the turnips they were carving, right? And think about like these festivals we had for a reason. And the other festival that we are going to have is Diwali on Thursday. So festivals were the reminders of what we are coming into the light. Diwali is about festival of light, which is we are releasing the darkness, getting into the light. Yeah, so again connecting to that is so important as well. And this is where even with the Halloween you see like everyone carves, everyone is so lighting up, like Christmas, Thanksgiving, all these have such a beautiful inner meaning. But I know we did make it more commercial now, right? You guys agree with that? And that shifts the whole purpose. And somewhere I have to remind with all the festivals that I do celebrate why we do, what is the purpose about it, not what the commercial echoes are about it. Yeah. And somewhere our ancestors have not shared, or it was missed in parts of what we know, what we don't know, and connecting now to the real source and getting that information is so important as well. Yeah. I'm just checking what else did we. Yes, one last thing is shower. So to protect your energies, while you are in the shower as well, you can think that water that is cleansing all the heavy energies, all the mucky energies, and filling you with the light. Sometimes I do the color thought as well, or a color meditation as well with the shower, as it's cleansing us of anything that is low. Again, like always think about protection we need when we are going to be at the low vibes, or we ourselves are being drained into the low vibes, and you're releasing it into the higher vibes. Yeah. And that is the most ultimate, or the thought about it, always about raising your vibrations. And so as these things do come in handy to raise our vibrations and shake those heavy energies off. Again, coming into the winter months on this side of the world, where it's the dark days, the longer dark nights, where you do get accustomed to like not seeing the light so much. It does affect on our mental health as well. That is again another thing, like, you know, light up the candles, keep them in a safe place, like, you know, do something that excites you so you're not being drawn into the heavy energies, yeah, but you're focusing towards the end of the light, the tunnel at the end of the light as well, or the silver lining. And that keeps us. I do change my screensavers to be more cloudy from the beach, and have some artwork displayed up as well that is more bright in color. Anything to do with the mood change as well with these winter months to lift our energies is so important. And these are again simply done, not too much as well, so do try that. If you guys are enjoying this, if you are found it to be useful, do follow me. I do bring some of these contents from time to time as well, so you can know when the next event is going up. You get a notification as well. And I do have events for this week and next week as well, so you can click attend so you get notification 15 minutes before. And there is a donation button. If you feel drawn to, you can most do a donation or go back onto my profile and make a donation. Yeah, that will help me to be here on Insighttimer. And yeah, thank you guys so much for your time. We do have a circle which is experience healing with Srimanju, and I'll place that prayer as well there, Ellen. I won't forget that. Yeah, yes, Diwali is on Thursday, and we do have a new moon as well. Thank you, Violet, for your donation. Thank you so much. It means a lot. Yeah, definitely benefits me and Insighttimer as well. It's a great app, isn't it? So some of the things is to release those heavy energies, and just even repeating, like, you know, I'm protected, I'm safe. Just even saying those affirmations are going to bring you so much of lightness, so much of energy. If you're a Reiki healer, definitely using Reiki energies on yourself is going to be great, or intuitive energy healer, working on those, or chakra balancing, like, you know, it will help us inside out to be building up strongly, and that's the most important thing. Yeah, remember, you're a light worker, you're an empath, you're here for a reason. When you're shining your light, things will come to dim your lights, but also you need to be standing up over being more strong, more brighter as well. So anytime, it's always like, think about, yes, I'm getting stronger and my light is shining brighter, and that space is beautiful as well. So imagine yourself into be that white light. Yeah, thank you, Javadi. Yeah, sometimes it does not show up. Maybe going back into the profile, it might help. Yeah, thank you, Horea. Thank you for your donation. Any thoughts, any observations, or what are your favorite things? What are you going to implement? And just that affirmations are brilliant as well. Figure eight, yes, I absolutely love it. Yeah, it's amazing. Even if someone is overwhelmed, immediately to go in back into the body. Love this live. It's so helpful for me. It's great. Thank you, Horaya, for being here. I also do bring in some protection techniques, grounding techniques as well from time to time, so do check them. I'm just checking, what is it tomorrow? I have got it morning. I think it's Akashic Records tomorrow at 10:30 PST time. So if anyone is interested, most welcome. Again, that's going to be a deep meditation. I'm just double checking. Yeah, tomorrow morning 10:30 is the Akashic Records. Actually, now that we're talking about the ancestors, we can do that in with the Akashic Records, connect to our ancestors. So if you guys are interested, please do attend and join us. Yeah, I'll keep that up. So looking forward for it. Yes. Sacred shower rituals, Palo Santo, figure 8, crystal grids, Michael salt bath scrub, going to try all these. Hugging a tree, connecting to the ground, and salt bath, dry brushing, shaking off. What else have I done? Trusting they're going to work. Yeah, spotlight. These are great things. Simple, practical, and do let me know how you're getting on, like, either in the circle or private message as well. I love to be there. This was great. Where can I learn more about crystal grids? Crystal grids. I know there was a book that everyone used to talk about it. Judith, I think. The author's name is Jenna. If you are on the circle, that would be great. I can post it up there about the book. I just need to, because I don't follow a book. I go by my intuition. I draw some of the crystal, the art. I do some of them and just go by what are the crystals that I'm drawn by and just place it on. Yeah, simple. Continue earthing every day and ask Tracy if I can hug them. Just check it out, how you feel about it. Yeah. Protecting my energies by any means necessary. Absolutely, yeah. Asking for protection before going to bed. Yes, so you get a good night of a sleep. Smudge with mugwort. All right, guys. Thank you for being here and take care. Lots of love. It was so fun to explore this with you guys. And of course, let's come back again and see the next things. Crystal RX Colleen McCann might be useful. Right. Yeah, there was a book I can't think about. I just need to do Google search about the crystal grade and type it up. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Yeah, have a wonderful day and enjoy your meditations. See you tomorrow at 10:30. Take care. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu.